Teen Titans! Hi and welcome to the Ruby Tuesday. My name is Ruben and this is my review for Netflix's original series, Titans. Well, if you live outside America! This is how I structure my reviews in case you don't know. I give a short synopsis and then I talk about what I liked, and then I talked about what I didn't like, and at the end I give a fun fact or tidbit before I give my rating. Review time. Titans follow young heroes from across the DC universe as they come of age and find belonging. Dick Grayson and Rachel Roth, a special young girl possessed by a strange darkness, get embroiled in a conspiracy that could bring hell on Earth. Joining them along the way are the hard-headed Starfire and lovable Beast Boy. Together they become a surrogate sort of family and team of heroes, and along the way they meet a few others. What I liked. The first time I saw a trailer for this series, Titans, and I heard Ruben say, "F Batman," I knew this series was going to be different. And it's very apparent right from the outset that this series is called Titans and not Teen Titans for a reason. In fact, if you're expecting Teen Titans, then you're going to be disappointed. This show is dark, broody, and does not hold any punches. Well, Ruben definitely doesn't hold any punches. The story is set in a time where the team are not yet together. Each of the teams soon to be have gone through some really dark times. Dick Grayson, Ruben, is no longer on speaking terms with the Batty, and when it comes to fighting, he just about kills whoever he is fighting. And he gets to beat up bad guys a lot as well because he's chosen to be a cop by day at least, and by night he's not sure what he is. There's something broken inside of Dick Grayson. In fact, this is probably the case for Beast Boy and Raven and Starfire too. They are broken people who are kind of thrust together because of something that happens, so I'm not going to give any spoilers away. But these guys end up together and they're not really ready to be a team. Nevertheless, they are forced together to kind of help the Raven character and try and survive because there's some very nasty characters after them. I personally think it's shot really well. It looks really good, the VFX is mostly good, and the fighting scenes are really well put together. They are very hard-hitting and very visceral. When the story is dark, it covers some subject matters that they could easily steer away from, but they don't, they go for it. There are even some characters from the Titan universe that I wasn't expecting to see that appear, and their storylines are also dark. There's so many characters they could choose from the Titan world, from the Titan universe, that I'm interested to see what they will do with this series in the future. But for now, even in season 1, there are some really quite unique characters that I wasn't expecting to see, so much so that I think part of those characters are getting a kind of a spin-off series, so look out for that. You'll know the one I mean when you see the episode. It's really quite cool, and for me, season 1 so far has been really interesting to watch. It's a lot of fun, even though it's dark. Seeing the characters portrayed this way, I think, was the right way to go. What I did not like: the fact that it is so dark, and I do mean really dark, probably means you can't watch this with your younger family. I mean, I don't know what is appropriate in your household, but if you were thinking this was a family Teen Titans live action series to watch around with your mom and dad and younger brother and sister who recently watched the really funny Teen Titans movie, then I would say don't. There's quite a bit of procreation going on, lots of blood, and quite a bit of profanities used in the series. I think if you just watch one of the trailers, you'll probably get what I mean. I was a little saddened by this because I loved watching the animated cartoon series with my brother on Saturday mornings.
I know, it was worth it.
So when this series was announced, I had hoped it was something I could watch with my youngest son, who is 13. Alas, it's not to be, and I'll have to wait for a couple of more years. I also mentioned about the VFX was mostly good earlier, and it is mostly, but occasionally when Beast Boy transforms, his green tinge doesn't quite work, and it does look like you're looking at a CG tiger. I'm not sure how they can get away with that because of the budget constraints that they have, but when the show is so gritty and real, and they make it as real as possible, well, as much as you can do with superpowered people, Beast Boy transforms tiger, it kind of does take you out of it a bit. And that's just a small thing. He's always been my favorite character. The comedy he brings to the series is much needed, as it is often quite dark. As I've mentioned once or twice, it's dark. Did you know that there is an animated Teen Titans film called The Judas that has some very familiar elements to the arc of this series, and in the epilogue of the film, Beast Boy goes on Kevin Smith's podcast and talks about the Titans with his host. It's a great addition to the Titans universe. If you haven't seen it, you should probably check it out if you're a fan of Titans. So Titans was very enjoyable as a series, and I do love the way they went with the characters. Even though it's not for a younger audience, I still think it's excellently done. Each episode is captivating enough to spur you on to the next. You probably end up watching this series very quickly, if not in a couple of sittings. It will definitely leave you wanting more from the arc, which is based around the Raven character. So for this reason, I'm going to give Teen Titans a B+. Thanks for watching my review of Titans. If you enjoyed it, why not check out my review for The Punisher Season 2 as well. And maybe subscribe if you like my content. Let me know in the comments below who is your favorite Titan. As you know, mine is still Beast Boy. Well, until next time, live long and Tuesday.